weekend has been absolute mayhem. Mrs. Tenby's so grumpy about working at the campus. I think she's allergic to youthful frivolity. I don't know what's wrong with Karen. Her hypochondria has reached epic proportions this week. Deserves a new categorization all of its own, the Kay Hollins syndrome. Sorry, I'm blathering on. Are you okay? Anything you want to talk about?
I'm seeing my psychiatrist this morning.
Oh, of course. Would you like me to give you a lift?
I'm depressed. I'm not mobility challenged.
Bed is terrible. I don't know how Jack ever slept in it now. I'll be late.
Well, we've got to talk about it, Rob.
No point. Not until I get my head round it.
Heavy Vindaloo sesh last night, or you just pleased to see me?
Good morning. I am very busy. I have no time for chit-chat today.
I'm not here for chit-chat. I am ill.
What? Again? The last 2 doctors found nothing wrong with you.
They must have missed something. I feel much worse.
Now, you had better sit down and wait for the doctor to fit you in. But it may take some time.
It would be a fasting blood test, which means that you can't eat or drink anything but water 12 hours before you came in. I'm sorry, I can't hear that. Oh, right. How about Tuesday at 9 o'clock? It's easier if you come in first thing. Okay, right. I'll see you then.
Mrs. Elliot. Hello. Wow, he looks a bit fierce. Perhaps Mrs. Hollins would mind him during our consultation.
Sorry, my babysitting days are over.
Susan Warren.
Mr. Hekize has been waiting a long time.
Miss Warren seems a little more urgent. If you'd like to come with me.
I am sorry about that.
It is fine. We Africans know about patience. In fact, that was my mother's name. What was your mother called?
Adeola.
Adeola. Ah, a good African name. So, what should I call you?
Mrs. Tembe.
You're joking with me. Okay, then, I will guess. Starting from A. Adiende, Amber, Aphrodite.
Hi, Cherry. How's it going?
Yeah, fantastic.
This must be costing you a fortune.
I know, well, there's no one answering at reception. I just wanted to know how Simon was getting on. I rang you before, but it went straight to his voicemail.
Pretty low, I think.
I should never have gone.
Of course you should. We're all looking after him. He's fine. He just needs taking out of himself a bit.
Tell him to Skype him.
Tell him to make sure he's online between 3 and 5 and we'll Skype him.
Oh, he'd love it. I'll ring him now.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you.
Have fun.
Thank you. Will do. Bye.
Bye, Jimmy. Hey, you got a second?
Winda, Wangari, Wilma, Wendy.
Perhaps you could see Mr. Hekize now. He is feeling extremely ill.
Right, okay. If you'd like to follow me.
Yes, certainly. Fine. I am sorry about the wait. Where have you been? It's been pandemonium out here.
I was sorting papers in Heston's office and I lost track of time.
I'll say. Well, next time, can you tell me so I can cover for you or something?
Yeah. No, I will. I'm sorry.
How's it going?
It's fine. I just had to lie down for a bit. I was having palpitations.
How's it going with Rob?
Well, calmed down a bit after you explained about the vasectomy thing. And then when he realised how long I'd waited to tell him, he went ape. Said he wasn't convinced he'd spontaneously reversed, slammed off to the pub.
Oh dear.
Slept in Jack's bed last night, wouldn't talk about it this morning.
Maybe Heston could have a word with him. He might hear it better from a man.
He was cross enough, you knew. He'll calm down. And we'll work it through. It'll be all right in the end, it always is.
Good. You're very lucky. Mr. Thorpe.
Seems okay. Your BP, heart rate, and temperature are fine. Talk me through the symptoms again.
Loss of appetite, nausea, diarrhea.
How much are you drinking?
I do not drink. I have seen the harm it can do.
Right, you can get up now. You said you've lost weight. How much?
About 3 kilos.
3 kilos? Are you sure? It's probably gastroenteritis. Drink plenty of liquids and you'll be fine.
What about irritable bowel syndrome or a peptic ulcer or Crohn's disease?
You sound like a medical dictionary.
I must have got it from the TV.
Well, if the symptoms persist, we can look into those. But I think it's safe to pop along to the odd lecture once you're feeling better.
Is everything all right?
Dr. Carter thinks so.
Dr. Carter is a fine doctor. If he says you are okay, you are okay. What is the matter?
I am bored.
It is boring here, which is why you should go and find some of your colleagues.
What colleagues?
Am I your social secretary? Huh? Do you want me to go twittering and face-blogging for you?
You still here, Mr. Hakiza?
Yes. No. I was just leaving.
Ian Harlow?
Hi, this is Simon. Please leave a message.
This is Lane Cassidy. I'm not here right now, but please leave a message after the beep thing. Thank you. Oh, I really must change that message. Hi, Simon. Hope the session went well. Cherry rang from South Africa to see how you're getting on. They're going to Skype you between 3 and 5. See you later.
I'll have to work as a team.
Goodness, you frightened me.
I am sorry.
You cannot see a doctor again unless you are dying. Now, are you dying, Mr. Akiza?
I'm not here to see the doctor. I came to bring you this.
What is it? A specimen?
Can you guess what it is?
Saltfish and yam stew. Where did you get it?
I cooked it for you.
For me? Where did you get the spices?
The spices? I can get them for you whenever you want. Are you going to eat it before it gets cold?
I have had my lunch already, thank you.
Oh.
It tastes really good. Almost as good as I could make. Family recipe, huh?
No, I got it from the internet.
Huh?
But I improvised a bit, huh?
Well, I will keep it in the kitchen until later. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Oh, tender breasts.
This.
Time of the month. I've been getting them too. Of course, it could be a sign we're a smidge perimenopausal, depressingly. Have you tried Agnus Castus?
No.
Works wonders.
All right.
Or it could be evil old caffeine, of course. Mine get like rock buns. Have you been drinking a lot of coffee?
Yes. Yeah, loads. Gallons. That's what it'll be.
Difficult, I know, but to be avoided at the best of times, especially when one's at the mercy of mood swing hell. What you need's a good old detox. I've got a friend who recommends colonic irrigation.
Is that the one where they stick the hose pipe up you?
I'll stick with the coffee.
Actually, ironically, coffee enemas are supposed to be very good. I'll get back to work. Rosie May?
Hi.
Why are you hiding in here? The phone is ringing off the hook and there's a queue at the desk.
Sorry, Doctor.
Are you all right, Mrs. Tembe?
I am fine, thank you. Actually, that is not true. I am trying to avoid Mr. Hakisa.
Oh, yes, I see he's back again.
I cannot get rid of the boy.
Not turned bunny boiler, has he?
No, that is the saltfish stew.
No, I mean, is he fixated on you or something?
He is a nice boy, and I know he is lonely, but he seems to think I am his mother. I cannot have him joined to the hip.
Absolutely. Actually, he's joined at the hip.
That is what I said.
Well, you're going to have to be firm and send him packing. I'm sure you're more than capable of that.
Yes. But first I must deal with the wetting patients. Thank you.
3 years ago, this house was a total wreck.
Hey, we're in a rock band.
How would you like to grab a piece from me? Girl.
Why don't you tell me why you're here?
All right, Miss Lyons, I'll get to the point. Last night I telephoned you about my... Did you know I knew?
Best offer I've had today.
Insurance rates. All right, suppose you make your
I
own.
know. You were finishing off the stew because it was so delicious.
Yes, it was delicious.
I bet you cannot guess what the secret ingredient is.
No, I do not know.
Guess?
No, no more guessing. I have had to do my work in the kitchen as it is the only place I can get any peace. I am extraordinarily busy. I have a lot of work to catch up on, but I have been forced into small talk all day.
No, of course. That is not good.
No, it's not good at all.
I'll just sit here, read these magazines, and make sure nobody disturbs you.
You're home early.
My mind wasn't exactly on work.
Me neither.
I'm sorry.
What?
The unfaithful thing. I know you wouldn't do that.
No, I wouldn't.
It was a terrible thing to say. Completely out of order.
It's all right.
I get changed.
Please, let me help you.
No, I am fine.
But it looks heavy.
You're not still bothering Mrs. Tembe, are you?
I'm not bothering her. I am ill.
Well, then you should go home and rest.
I did go away and rest, but I felt much worse, so I came back.
Really? How much worse?
Very bad. Lots of pain.
Right, lie down on the bench.
What?
Maybe I missed something. Let me see. How does it feel there?
Yes.
Ah, right, this could be serious. And what about here?
Yes, right there.
Right, Mrs. Tembe, would you phone an ambulance?
You mean you didn't even get a picture of her coming out of his house at 2 in the morning? What kind of a secretary is she?
Probably a nice secretary. Maybe a nice girl. If you want to nail Jensen, you better try something else. Something good.
Karen, this is insane. How long have we been married? And we're freaking out over something as basic as having a kid.
It's ridiculous. I mean, I've been all over the shop all day. I thought I didn't know you anymore. I suppose the hormones don't know.
Oh, see, the more emotional you get, the more defensive I get. But we've got to be really sensible now, haven't we, eh? For both of us and the kids.
Oh, I knew you'd come through for me. I really love you when you're like this. It's like when we first got together.
Life was so simple then, wasn't it? And the kids came along so easily.
We're really lucky, aren't we?
I mean, you'll be a bit wobbly after, but you'll soon get back to your normal self. You'll see.
What?
Seems that Joshua may have a twisted bowel or a ruptured anterior colonic malignity.
Ruptured? What does that mean?
It means we have to get you to St. Phil's for corrective surgery.
Surgery?
And this could be life-threatening. If you're lucky, you won't have to have a colostomy bag.
Actually, it does not hurt. It was the way you were pressing it.
Are you sure?
Positive.
No, this is an ongoing situation. You've already consulted several doctors.
Yes, but it is nothing.
So you've been hanging around here all day, pretending to be ill, not only wasting my time, but Mrs. Tembe's as well.
Yes, I have.
Why?
I do not know. I suppose I feel a bit lonely.
Well, of course you do. You're in a foreign country. But that's no reason to mope around clinging onto a human security blanket. You're a good and bright lad. You should get out there and grab some friends.
But English people are so cold and so held back.
How do you know they don't feel the same way about you?
I am not held back. I am just a little bit...
frightened. And they're just as scared. Starting university, leaving their parents, having to be real adults for the first time.
Yes, it is difficult. And so cold and grey, like the people.
Well, I can't answer for the weather, but if you don't reach out to them, why should they reach out to you?
You are right. I have been a coward. I am going to go out and make a life for myself.
Preferably with friends your own age.
I am sorry I pestered you.
It is all right. But I think it is time for you to go and spread your wings. Like the golden-winged sunbird climbing towards the dawn.
I will. Thank you, Mrs. Tembe.
Winifred. You are a good man and a wonderful doctor. I would like to thank you.
Not at all, Mrs. Tembe.
Would you like to try some African stew?
Oh, is that smell in the kitchen?
Oh, I am so sorry.
No, it's absolutely wonderful.
Oh, really? I made it myself. It has a magical ingredient in it. I wonder if you can guess what it is.
Karen, stop it. Please, talk to me.
What's it all about? I'm having an abortion, apparently.
I'm sorry, but I just presumed.
Oh, exactly. No consultation, no discussion. It's just your usual knee-jerk macho reaction.
It's not macho.
What about your ego, isn't it? What you want. You don't want another baby, so that's it. Game over.
Can you just stop and listen to me for a minute? Is it so surprising that I thought you were going to have a termination? We always said that we wanted 2 kids, a boy and a girl. That was our dream, wasn't it? Well, wasn't it? And that's what we've got. We've got 2 fantastic kids that we've raised. And in a couple of years' time, they'll have flown the nest. I thought we were looking forward to retiring.
I'm not planning to retire, not if it means spending more time with you.
Oh, stop being childish. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I do. You getting fat in front of the footy and me getting early Alzheimer's from talking to myself.
So you really fancy running around after a screaming toddler?
Yeah, I do. I've done it before. Best years of my life.
You're not exactly getting any younger, though, are you?
No, really.
And what if it's twins, eh? There's twins in both sides of the family. There could be any number of complications. Birth defects. They don't call them geriatric mothers for nothing.
Well, since when did you become an obstetrics expert?
I'm trying to be rational, to think about the practicalities, while you've been swept up in this rush of irrational hormones.
I'm not!
Listen to you. You make Attila the Hun look friendly.
I may be full of hormones, but that doesn't make my feelings any less valid.
Now, where have I heard that before?
You don't get it, do you? This isn't just a bit of PNT. I'm having your baby.
Hi. I've got some beer and some DVDs. I thought we could watch a couple of movies and have a nice and healthy takeaway as a treat.
Yeah, if you want.
How was your session? Useful?
I don't know. I'm not convinced that wading around in your own psyche does anyone any good.
Nonsense. I know loads of people who've benefited from... How was Cherry?
She didn't call.
Really? She seemed very keen to talk to you.
I was online from 3 till gone 6. She obviously had better things to do.
That's a shame. I'm sure there's a good reason.
Look, I didn't mean it. OK, it was a stupid thing to say.
Is that what you think I'm upset about? A joke about Attila the Hun?
Well, aren't you?
No, a bit. I mean, that's not the point. Do you want to know why I didn't tell you in the first place?
Yeah, I want to know.
Because I knew that you would be like this.
Like what? OK, I need you, but I'm trying to have a discussion now, aren't I? And don't tell me that you haven't considered it.
Yeah, there were moments over the last few weeks when I thought, yeah, I'm too old to have an abortion. Awful.
So why all the fuss?
See, this typifies what's wrong with our marriage.
We were all right before this.
Well, you would think that, wouldn't you? Because you get your own way. You decided for me. Job done, as usual.
You like me being decisive a couple of minutes ago.
Well, there's decisive and there's just plain dumb.
No, I'm not having this. Because that is not right.
Oh, really? You didn't immediately decide I was having an affair and flounce off and sleep in Jack's bed? Not a word to me, knowing that I was crying my eyes out all night.
Come on. Every man would have a moment of doubt. I've had a vasectomy, for Pete's sake. What was I supposed to think? It was the Immaculate Conception?
You don't know me at all, do you? 20 years and I have been totally devoted to you. Not thought about anyone else.
You were raving on to Pat about the plumber the other week.
Oh, it's all right to look and don't tell me you haven't, because I've seen you. But I would never, ever do anything about it. It was just stupid girls' talk. Don't you understand that? I love you. I can't believe you would think that of me, not for a second. I might as well be a complete stranger.
As usual, you're being ridiculous.
Oh, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You are so dismissive of my opinions, what's going on in my body. This is tearing me apart. And you're treating me like I'm having my wisdom teeth out. This is a baby, for God's sake.
I know. This is just as hard for me, but I'm trying to be practical.
OK, well, how's this for practical? Take your things and get out.
Where's your laptop?
Here, why? What?
Punch up. Yeah, hang on. OK, just a second. Got you.
Hey, Simon! Sorry we couldn't get connected till 6 and you weren't online.
Oh, no, I just, I popped out.
How are you, mate?
Yeah, fine. Good. What's with the,
It looks cool, doesn't it?
Cherry got carried away with a bottle of bleach.
Yeah, I think we left it on for a bit too long.
Yeah.
Anyway, look, what do you think of our hotel suite we got upgraded? It's fab, isn't it? Check it out.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, we went to see Jaws today, which is this huge wave. It's about 100 feet high.
Oh, like 40.
Yeah, whatever. And there were these surfers that were being towed out on these speedboats.
No, that's jet skis.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Anyway, it was mental. They were like strapped to these tiny boards like they were going to drown any minute if they weren't swallowed by these great white sharks.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, thank you, your tour guide, Chipness.
Sounds like you're having a fantastic time.
We are. We're having an amazing time, and we haven't had one argument, have we? Oh, actually, maybe just one.
Do we? What was that? Well, I thought you wanted the honeymoon suite.
Anyway, we wish you were here, sending you lots of love. Mwah.
Yeah, you're well off out of it, mate. She's bonkers.
Oi!
Good.
Bye! Bye!
Bye.
Have fun. Nice to see you smile for a change.
Sorry, am I being a pain?
Oh, absolutely not. You're feeling what you're feeling. That's okay. You know, it might not seem like it, but you will get through this.
Thanks, Elaine.
Yes, the master! All right. Better go, mother. Hey, Dad.
Hey.
What's up?
Can I sleep on your floor tonight? Or possibly longer?
Yeah, of course.
Thanks.
Ovulation day.
This will cheer you up.
Well, you're going to have to get out of it somehow.
How? Whatever he's come to say, I'm not interested.
Do you think this is a good idea?
I don't even fancy you.
Promotions to